Hello everyone. In this clip you will see the performance test of a Peltier. As you know, in Peltier or TC, the abbreviation for thermal electronic chip, heat is transferred from one side to another. TC or cooling element is a type of ceramic module that produces cold and hot temperatures by passing an electric current. In other words, Peltier is an active solid-state heat pump that transfers heat from one side of the device to the other depending on the direction of the current. Charles Peltier discovered in 1834 that by applying an electric current to the junction of two dissimilar metals, a high temperature difference is created between its two plates, which he called Peltier. I used a Peltier module, model FPH 1-12708AC, with the specifications that you see in the image. In this experiment, I cooled a Peltier with a computer CPU cooling heatsink with the specifications that you see, in various ways and reached different negative temperatures. In the first experiment, I placed the cooling heatsink upside down on the table, glued the hot surface of the Peltier to the special surface of the heatsink with silicone paste. I glued the temperature sensor to the cold surface of the Peltier with an aluminum adhesive tape, so that I could read the temperature of the cold surface. I applied a voltage of 14.5 V to the Peltier and a voltage of 12 V to the heatsink fan. The thermometer display alternately shows the ambient temperature and the temperature of the Peltier cold surface. As can be seen in the video, in the first test the Peltier cold surface was able to reach a temperature of -15.7 degrees Celsius. In this test the ambient temperature was 21 degrees Celsius. In the second test, I placed the heat sink and fan correctly on the table. In this position, the liquid inside the copper tubes of the heat sink can rise up from the tubes after heating. In this test, the cold surface of the Peltier was able to reach a temperature of -24 degrees Celsius. The ambient temperature was about 22 degrees Celsius. In the third test, the original low-speed fan of the heatsink was replaced with a high-speed fan of 4,200 RPM. In this test, the cold surface of the Peltier was able to reach a temperature of -26 to -27 degrees Celsius. The ambient temperature was about 22 degrees Celsius. In the fourth test, I used two fans, one high and one low, on either side of the heatsink. In this test, the cold surface of the Peltier was able to reach a temperature of -29 degrees Celsius. In this test, the ambient temperature was about 22.5 degrees Celsius. I hope the results of this experiment were useful to you. In the future video I will build a freezer and a powerful water cooler with Peltier. If you like these types of clips, you can subscribe to my channel.